While most households have rice in them, I'm going to show you a very simple, easy way to create an Italian rice snack. Since I was very young, I used to make these amazing rice balls that I learned from my Italian culture. I'll be sharing today on how to make rice balls by how to properly cook and form the rice, to adding the most important ingredients, and then how to properly cook the rice balls in a frying pan. First, I'm going to show you how specifically to make the rice into balls. In Italy, they are called arancini, but for me, it's a lot easier to call them rice balls. According to an article from Wikipedia called arancini, the name translates to little orange because of their shape and color. So what you're going to do, you're going to boil the rice like normal. It just depends on how you cook your rice, but it doesn't matter, just as long as you boil it like normal, like this. Then you're going to add salt and pepper. You're going to want the rice to cool down so you can start to form it into a ball. You're going to scoop the rice, and then you're going to start forming it into a ball from the palm of your hands, just like this. Once you have the rice into a medium-sized sphere, looks just like this, you're going to want to start to add the main ingredients. Make a little hole, doesn't really matter where, so that you can add the cheese. You're going to want a small little cube to add the cheese in the middle. According to an article titled Arancini, Italian Rice Balls by the Daily Herald, shows the ingredients on how to make rice balls. However, from the article, the recipe calls for peas, carrots, celery, and other ingredients, where I'm just going to show you guys on how I used to make it when I was little. So, once you form the rice into a ball, you can always add a little bit more rice if you need to cover the cheese. Make sure you form it back into a ball once you have the cheese in the middle. Then you're going to want to coat the rice ball with egg. Here I have a bowl of eggs, and you're just going to coat the rice balls. The reason why you want to do this is so that the breadcrumbs can stick to the rice ball. It's extremely important because the breadcrumbs are basically the most important ingredient when it comes to the rice balls. It gives that crunchy flavor that you will really, really enjoy. So I'm just making sure I get all of it. Then here I have this bowl contains breadcrumbs. I'm just gonna put the rice ball in the breadcrumbs, mix it all the way around. It's okay if the breadcrumbs get dirty inside, because I'm gonna make more. Okay, so then how it looks. Now that the rice balls are ready to be cooked, it is now time that I show you how to properly cook the rice ball in a frying pan. So the first very important step is to make sure that the rice ball is very compacted, because you don't want it to fall in when you put it into the frying pan to have it fried. Make sure that it's all coated with breadcrumbs and that you really don't see any rice. As you can see, it's just all covered in breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna put one side. I don't wanna have it fully covered. I'm just gonna put one side on in the frying pan. You can use your kitchen tools so you don't burn yourself. And I will show you how it looks. Just like that. You want to make sure that the oil in the pan is hot enough, because if it's not hot and you leave the rice ball sitting in the frying pan for too long, it'll start to fall apart, and we really don't want that to happen. Otherwise, we have to start all over and we have to throw away that rice ball. So we're just going to wait for it to cook, and then I will show you guys what it looks like after. Once one side is nice and golden brown, as you can see, you're going to want to turn it over and cook the other side now. Be careful not to squeeze it too hard, otherwise, again, it will fall apart and then we have to start over. According to an article called the Sicilian Arancini Guide, a lot of rice balls are very, very popular in Italian bakeries, restaurants, coffee shops. They're very, very delicious finger foods that Italians in Sicily really, really love to eat. They could be eaten anywhere for any special occasion, mostly for family parties, birthdays, things like that. In conclusion, rice balls aren't too complicated to make. From forming the rice into a sphere shape, then by adding the most important ingredients, and then to frying it in a pan, creates the most delicious Italian snack you can ever eat. Referring back to the same article titled Sicilian Arancini Guide, there are multiple versions of arancini. Whether you cook it with meat, vegetables, or cheese, no matter what, you are always adding more flavor to the amazing snack. Thank you guys for watching me inform you on how to make these amazing rice balls or arancini. And this is how it looks like when you are done cooking. Thank you.